Hi, and welcome to Ginger English. I'm Marcus, joined as always by Sarah, and today we have an A1 level podcast for you. Today's topic is sleep. Yes, sleep. We all do it, every night. But do you know what really happens when you sleep? Do you know why we dream? Do you know what happens to your body at night? I didn't know many of these things, and some of them surprised me a lot. So let's talk about sleep today. First, let me ask you something. How many hours do you sleep every night? 7 hours? 8 hours? Maybe only 5? Most adults need 7 to 9 hours of sleep. That is what doctors say. But many people sleep less than that. In the United States, about 1 in 3 adults does not get enough sleep. That is a lot of people. That is millions and millions of Americans who are tired every day. And being tired is not just a small problem. When you don't sleep enough, many bad things happen. You feel sad. You feel angry. You can't think clearly. You make more mistakes. You eat more food. Yes, really. When people are tired, they eat more. They want sugar. They want fast food. Their body is looking for energy. So sleep is not just about rest. Sleep is about everything. Your brain, your body, your feelings, everything. But here is something interesting. Sleep is also the time when your brain works very hard. You close your eyes, and you think your brain stops. But no, your brain is very busy at night. It is cleaning itself, it is storing memories, it is fixing problems. Your brain does a lot of work while you sleep. Scientists call this process memory consolidation. That means your brain takes things you learned during the day and saves them, like a computer saving files. So if you study for a test and then sleep, you will remember more. Sleep helps you learn. Now let me tell you about a real person. His name is Randy Gardner. He was 17 years old. He was a student in San Diego, California. The year was 1964. Randy decided to do something very unusual. He decided to not sleep, not for 1 night, not for 2 nights. He decided to not sleep for 11 days. 11 days? That is 264 hours without sleep. Why did he do this? It was a science experiment for school. He wanted to study what happens to the human body without sleep, and what happened to Randy is very, very interesting. We will talk about that soon. But first, Sarah has something to tell you, so stay with us. This podcast is for you. We use simple words, short sentences, easy English. If you are learning English, this is a great place to start. We talk about real things, true things, interesting things, and today, sleep is our topic. Are you ready? Let's go. So, I want to tell you more about sleep. Let's start with the basics. When you sleep, your body goes through different stages. There are 4 stages of sleep. Each stage is different, and each one is important. Stage 1 is the first stage. This is when you are just falling asleep. Your eyes are closed, your body is relaxing, your breathing is slow. You are not fully asleep yet. This stage lasts only a few minutes, maybe 5 minutes, maybe 10. It is very short. Stage 2 is a little deeper. Your body temperature goes down, your heart beats slower, your brain starts to slow down too. You are now really sleeping. This stage lasts about 20 minutes. Many things happen in your brain during this time. Scientists can see activity in the brain during stage 2. It is a busy stage. Stage 3 is very deep sleep. This is the most important stage for your body. During stage 3, your body fixes itself, muscles grow, skin repairs, the immune system gets stronger. That means your body fights sickness better after good deep sleep. This is why sick people need a lot of sleep. Sleep helps them get better. Stage 3 is also called slow wave sleep. The brain is very slow and quiet during this time. And then there is the last stage, stage 4. This is called REM sleep. REM means rapid eye movement. In this stage, your eyes move quickly under your eyelids. That is very strange, right? Why do your eyes move when you sleep? Because your brain is very active. In REM sleep, your brain is almost as busy as when you are awake. And this is when you dream. Yes, dreams happen in REM sleep. Why do we dream? That is a big question. Scientists are not 100% sure, but they have some ideas. One idea is that dreams help us process emotions. That means we think about our feelings during sleep. Another idea is that dreams help us solve problems. Sometimes people wake up and they have a new idea, or they understand something better. Maybe their brain worked on the problem during REM sleep. Have you ever had a dream that felt very real? A dream where you were flying, or falling, or meeting someone from your past? These are common dreams. Many people around the world have the same dreams. Falling dreams are very common. Flying dreams too. Scientists think these dreams come from our emotions and memories. Each night, you go through these 4 stages many times. One full cycle lasts about 90 minutes. So if you sleep 8 hours, you go through about 5 full cycles. That is 5 times through all 4 stages, and each time you go through REM sleep, the dream stage gets longer. So most of your dreaming happens in the morning, near the end of your sleep. That is why you often remember dreams from early morning. Your REM sleep is longest then. So now you know the 4 stages of sleep. And you know a little about dreams. Pretty interesting, right? Sarah will tell you more soon. But first, remember this. Every stage of sleep is important. If you wake up too early, you miss some REM sleep. If you go to bed very late, you miss deep sleep. Your body needs all 4 stages every night.
Okay, so Marcus told you about the stages of sleep. That was great. Now I want to talk about something different. I want to talk about what happens when you do not sleep. What happens to your body? What happens to your brain? The answer is not good. Not good at all. Let's start with one night. Just one bad night. You know this feeling, right? You go to bed late. Maybe you watch TV too long. Maybe you are stressed. Maybe your baby wakes you up. And in the morning, you feel terrible. Your eyes hurt. Your head hurts. You are slow. You forget things. Simple things. Where are my keys? What did I want to say? You feel like your brain is full of fog. Doctors call this brain fog. And yes, it is real. One bad night of sleep can do this to you. Now think about 2 bad nights. Or 3. It gets worse. After 2 nights without good sleep, your body starts to change. Your blood pressure goes up. Your blood sugar goes up too. You feel more hungry. You want to eat a lot. And your emotions change. Small things make you angry. Small things make you cry. You react too fast. You say things you don't want to say. Your brain is not working well. After 4 or 5 bad nights, things get more serious. Some people start to see things that are not real. Yes, this is called a hallucination. Your brain is so tired that it starts to make things up. You see something, you hear something, but it is not there. This is very scary. And it can happen to normal, healthy people just because they did not sleep. Now, here is the story of Randy Gardner again. Remember him? He was 17. He decided to not sleep for 11 days. By day 4, Randy was already having problems. He could not remember things. He was confused. By day 6, he was seeing things that were not real. He thought a street sign was a person. He thought he was a famous football player. His brain was very confused. By day 10, Randy could not speak well. His words were slow. He could not finish sentences. His hands were shaking. He looked very sick, but he did not stop. He wanted to finish his experiment, and on day 11, he finally slept. He slept for 14 hours and 40 minutes. And after that, he was okay. His brain recovered. His body recovered. Doctors checked him many times. He was fine. But not everyone is so lucky. Some people have a very rare condition. It is called fatal familial insomnia. This means they cannot sleep at all. It starts slowly. First, they sleep badly. Then they sleep less and less. And after some months, they cannot sleep anymore. And sadly, this condition kills people. There is no cure. It is very rare. But it shows us one important thing. Sleep is not a choice. Sleep is not extra. Sleep is necessary. Without sleep, the human body cannot survive. So next time you think sleep is not important, remember Randy. Remember what happened to him after just 11 days. And remember that your brain needs sleep every single night. Not sometimes, every night.
All right, so now we know what happens when you don't sleep. Pretty scary stuff, but let me ask you something. Why do some people have trouble sleeping? You go to bed, you close your eyes, but you can't sleep. Your brain is still working. You think about work. You think about problems. You think about that thing you said 5 years ago. Why? What is happening in your brain? This problem has a name. It is called insomnia. Insomnia means you can't fall asleep, or you wake up in the middle of the night, or you wake up very early and can't go back to sleep. Insomnia is very common. About 30% of adults have insomnia sometimes. That is 1 in 3 people, and about 10% have it all the time. Every night, it is a big problem. What causes insomnia? There are many reasons. Let's talk about the most common ones. The first reason is stress. When you are stressed, your body makes a chemical called cortisol. Cortisol is the stress chemical. It makes your heart beat faster, it makes your brain more active, it prepares your body to run or fight. This was good for people thousands of years ago. When a tiger was near, cortisol helped you run fast. But today, there are no tigers. Today, cortisol comes from emails, from bills, from problems at work, and your brain doesn't know the difference. It just stays active, and you can't sleep. The second reason is your phone. Yes, your phone. Many Americans look at their phone right before bed. Maybe they check social media, maybe they watch videos, maybe they read news, but the light from your phone is a problem. It is called blue light. Blue light tells your brain that it is daytime. Your brain thinks the sun is still up, so it does not make melatonin. Melatonin is the sleep chemical. Without melatonin, you don't feel sleepy, you stay awake, your phone is keeping you awake. This is a real problem. Doctors say to stop using your phone at least 1 hour before bed. The third reason is coffee, caffeine. Many Americans drink a lot of coffee. In the morning, coffee is great. It helps you wake up. But caffeine stays in your body for a long time, about 6 hours. So if you drink coffee at 3 in the afternoon, half of that caffeine is still in your body at 9 at night, and it keeps your brain active. Many people don't know this. They drink coffee in the afternoon and then wonder why they can't sleep. Now you know. The fourth reason is your schedule. Your body has a natural clock. It is called the circadian rhythm. This clock tells your body when to sleep and when to wake up. It works best when you go to bed at the same time every night and wake up at the same time every morning, even on weekends. But many people sleep late on weekends, and then Monday morning is very hard. This is sometimes called social jet lag. Your body clock is confused, and it takes days to fix. So what can you do? Simple things help. Go to bed at the same time every night. Stop using your phone 1 hour before bed. Don't drink coffee after 2 in the afternoon. Keep your bedroom dark and cool. These small changes can make a big difference. Sleep is a habit, and good habits take time, but they work.
Now I want to talk about something really interesting: sleep and kids. Because sleep is not just important for adults, it is even more important for children, and many parents don't know this. Let's start with babies. A new baby sleeps about 16 to 17 hours a day. That is a lot, but it makes sense. A baby is growing very fast. Every day, new things happen in their brain. New connections, new skills, new everything. And most of this growth happens during sleep. So when a baby sleeps, it is not doing nothing. It is working very hard, growing, learning, developing. Toddlers need about 11 to 14 hours of sleep. School kids need 9 to 11 hours. Teenagers need 8 to 10 hours. These are not small numbers. But many kids in America do not get enough sleep. Why? Because school starts very early. In many places, high school starts at 7 or 7:30 in the morning. That is very early. Teenagers need to wake up at 6 or even earlier. But teenage brains are different. Teenager brains want to go to sleep late and wake up late. This is biology. It is not laziness. Their brain clock is different from an adult brain clock. So what happens when teenagers don't get enough sleep? A lot of bad things. Their grades go down. They have more problems with friends. They feel more sad and anxious. They make bad decisions. Some studies show that tired teenagers have more car accidents, more fights, more problems in school. Sleep is very connected to behavior. A child who sleeps well behaves better, learns better, feels better. Some schools in the United States decided to start later. 7:30 became 8:30, or even 9. And the results were surprising. Students were happier, grades went up, there were fewer problems. Teachers noticed a big difference. Just 1 hour of extra sleep changed everything. 1 hour. But it is not just teenagers. Young children also need good sleep. When a small child does not sleep enough, they become very difficult. They cry, they have tantrums, they can't focus. Many parents think their child has a behavior problem, but sometimes the real problem is just sleep, not enough sleep. And when the child starts sleeping better, the behavior improves too, like magic. But it is not magic, it is science. There is also something called a sleep regression. This happens with babies. Around 4 months, 6 months, and 1 year, babies suddenly start sleeping badly again. They wake up many times at night. They cry. Parents are exhausted. But this is normal. It happens because the baby's brain is changing, growing, learning something new. And after the regression, the baby usually sleeps better than before. So if you are a parent, remember this. Sleep is one of the best things you can give your child. A good bedtime routine helps a lot. Same time every night. A bath, a book, a quiet room, dark and cool. These things tell the child's brain that it is time to sleep. And a child who sleeps well is a happier child. And a happier child means a happier parent. So everyone wins. Okay, I want to stay with you a little longer because there is one more thing I really want to talk about, and that is napping. Naps. Short sleep during the day. Is it good? Is it bad? Should you do it? Let me tell you what science says. First, the good news. Naps can be great. A short nap can help you feel more awake, more focused, more happy. It can improve your memory. It can help you make better decisions. Some of the most successful people in history loved naps. Winston Churchill napped every afternoon. He said it helped him do more work. Albert Einstein napped too. So did Thomas Edison. These were not lazy people. They understood that a short rest makes the brain work better. Many countries have a culture of napping. In Spain, there is the siesta, a rest in the afternoon. In Japan, there is something called inamori. This means sleeping in public, on the train, at your desk, in a meeting. And in Japan, this is okay. It shows that you work so hard that you need to rest. It is not rude. It is normal. But in the United States, napping at work is usually not okay. Most Americans think napping is lazy, but science disagrees. NASA did a study on napping. They studied pilots and astronauts, and they found that a nap of just 40 minutes improved performance by 34%. 34%? That is a big number. A short sleep made these very important people much better at their jobs. After that study, many experts started talking about the power nap. So what is a power nap? It is a short sleep, usually 10 to 20 minutes, not more. Why not more? Because if you sleep too long during the day, you go into deep sleep. Stage 3. And when you wake up from deep sleep, you feel terrible. You feel confused and tired. This is called sleep inertia. You feel worse than before you slept. So the key is to keep your nap short. Set an alarm, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Wake up before you go too deep. There is also something called a coffee nap or a nappuccino. Here is how it works. You drink a cup of coffee, then immediately you take a short nap, about 20 minutes. You wake up just as the caffeine starts to work in your body, and you feel very awake and ready. Some studies show this works better than just coffee or just a nap alone. It sounds strange, but many people try it and love it. But naps are not for everyone. If you have insomnia, napping during the day can make it worse. When you nap, you use some of your sleep pressure. Sleep pressure is the feeling of being tired. The more sleep pressure you have, the easier it is to fall asleep at night. So if you nap too much during the day, you have less sleep pressure at night. And then you can't fall asleep. So if you have trouble sleeping at night, it is better to skip the nap. The best time to nap is in the early afternoon, around 1 or 2 o'clock. This is when your body naturally feels a little tired. Even people who sleep well at night feel a small dip in energy after lunch. A short nap at this time works with your body clock, not against it. So the answer is simple. Naps are good, but keep them short and nap at the right time. Your brain will thank you.
Okay, so we talked about a lot of things today: stages of sleep, dreams, what happens without sleep, insomnia, kids and sleep, naps. But I want to finish with something big, something that connects everything. I want to talk about the future of sleep and about some very surprising facts that scientists discovered just in the last few years. Let me start with something called sleep cleaning. There is a system in your brain called the glymphatic system. It is like a cleaning crew, and it only works when you sleep. During sleep, this system removes waste products from your brain, bad proteins, toxic chemicals, things that build up during the day when your brain is working hard. And here is the really important part. One of the things this system removes is a protein called amyloid beta. Scientists believe that too much amyloid beta in the brain is connected to Alzheimer's disease. Alzheimer's is a condition where people lose their memory. It is a very serious disease. Millions of Americans have it. Research suggests that people who sleep badly for many years have more amyloid beta in their brain. This means bad sleep over a long time could increase the risk of Alzheimer's. This is a new discovery, and it is very important. So sleep is not just about feeling good the next day. Sleep is about protecting your brain for the future, for 10 years from now, for 20 years. Every night you sleep well, your brain gets cleaned. Every night you don't, some of that cleaning doesn't happen, and over many years, this can make a real difference. Now let me tell you about another surprising discovery. Scientists found that the position you sleep in matters. If you sleep on your side, your brain cleans itself better. The glymphatic system works better when you're on your side. Most people in the world sleep on their side. Maybe our bodies already knew this, even before science proved it. And here is one more thing. Dreams might be more important than we thought. New research shows that during REM sleep, our brain is processing emotions. It is like therapy. Your brain takes difficult emotions from the day and makes them smaller, less painful. Scientists call this overnight therapy. People who sleep well and dream well are better at handling emotions. They are less anxious, less depressed. This also explains why after a very bad day, things feel better in the morning. You sleep, you dream, your brain works on the problem. And in the morning, the problem is still there, but it feels different, smaller. There is an old saying in English, sleep on it. When you have a big decision, don't decide right away. Sleep on it. Tomorrow you will think more clearly. Now science explains why this is true. So here is my message to you. Sleep is not wasted time. Sleep is the most productive thing you can do. Every hour of good sleep makes your next day better, your brain better, your body better, your emotions better. Don't fight sleep. Don't cut it short. Take care of your sleep, and your sleep will take care of you.
Wow. Okay, that was a lot of amazing information. Thank you, Marcus. And thank you to all of you for listening. We are almost at the end of today's podcast. But before we finish, I want to do a quick review. Because in English, repeating things helps you remember them. And remembering is important. So let's go through what we learned today. First, we learned that sleep has 4 stages. Stage 1 is light sleep. Stage 2 is medium sleep. Stage 3 is deep sleep. And stage 4 is REM sleep. That is when you dream. Each stage is important. Your body needs all 4 every night. Second, we learned that sleep is not just rest. Your brain is very busy at night. It stores memories, it fixes problems, it cleans itself. The glymphatic system removes bad proteins from your brain. And this cleaning may help protect you from Alzheimer's disease in the future. Third, we learned about Randy Gardner. He was 17 years old. He did not sleep for 11 days. By day 6, he was seeing things that were not real. His brain was very confused. But after he finally slept, he was okay. His brain recovered. This story shows us how strong the human brain is, but also how much it needs sleep. Fourth, we learned about insomnia. Stress, phones, coffee, and bad schedules can all make it hard to sleep. Simple changes help. Same bedtime every night. No phone before bed, no coffee in the afternoon, a dark and cool room. Small changes, Big results. Fifth, we learned about kids and sleep. Children need more sleep than adults. Teenagers have a different body clock. They want to sleep late and wake up late. Schools that start later see better results, better grades, happier students. Sleep matters for everyone, at every age. Sixth, we learned about naps. A short nap of 10 to 20 minutes can help a lot. It improves focus and memory, but keep it short. Too long, and you will feel worse. The best time to nap is around 1 or 2 in the afternoon. And if you have insomnia, skip the nap. And seventh, we learned that dreams are like therapy. During REM sleep, your brain processes emotions. It makes hard feelings smaller. That is why things feel better after a good night of sleep. Sleep on it. It really works. So that is our podcast for today. I hope you learned something new. I hope your English is a little better now too. We use simple words here, short sentences, easy English, and we talk about real things. Because real things are interesting, and interesting things help you learn. If you liked this podcast, please subscribe to Ginger English. It is free. And every week we have a new topic. New words, new stories. Click the subscribe button right now. It takes only 2 seconds. And leave us a comment. Tell us what you want to learn about next. We read every comment. We really do. Share this podcast with a friend, with someone who is learning English, or with someone who just loves interesting topics. Sleep is something everyone does, but not everyone understands it. Now you do. Thank you so much for listening. Sleep well tonight, and we will see you in the next episode.